This is about getting Donald Trump, getting revenge on the man who wasn't supposed to win in 2016. And then even probably the most charitable interpretation you could take is this is about stopping literal Hitler. Democrats have gone all in and said that Donald Trump is literal Hitler. Well, if he's literal Hitler, then you can do anything to stop him. Anything would be justified, according to the liberal mindset. This actually ties into what we were talking about during that controversial Tucker Carlson interview about World War II last week, when I said, people are focusing on the history, and I thought the interview went a little soft on the mustache man, as I pointed out, and was a little bit of a selective history, and so the history is being debated. But I said it's really the history isn't really the point here. The point that is salient and that is interesting is the point on how history plays into myth. Because all polities require some kind of myth, some kind of narrative that gives us a lens through which to view our present society. And World War II, being the biggest, craziest, deadliest war ever, is of course going to play a large role in that, putting aside any other political considerations. And so what did we get out of the myth following World War II? Well, you get the person of Hitler, who, the real Hitler, the historical Hitler, very, very evil man, did lots of very, very evil things. But not even Hitler was Hitler, in the sense that the role that Hitler plays in our mythos is as the incarnation of absolute evil. We don't call people the devil anymore. We don't say, that man, he's the devil. That man, he's Satan. We say, no, that guy, he's Hitler. That guy's literally Hitler. Hitler has now become a substitute for the devil. And this myth has in a way created the mirror image of Christianity. In Christianity, you have the incarnation of absolute good. And what a society desires is to be most like Jesus. What would Jesus do? In this modern liberal conception, there is no incarnation of absolute good. It's not merely that you have good and then evil is the privation of the good. It's that you have the incarnation of absolute evil, and then good is just a kind of privation of evil. The thing you want to do is not be the most good. It's not to be the most like our Lord. The thing you want to do is be the least like Hitler. Are you more or less a Nazi? It's kind of the question. And so in this case, the Democrats have defined Trump. They've said, no, Reagan was Hitler, and George W. Bush was Hitler, and even Mitt Romney was kind of Hitler probably, but Dick Cheney was definitely Hitler, even though Dick Cheney now supports the Democrats, so he's not Hitler anymore. But Trump, that guy now, in the year of our Lord, 2024, that guy is literally Hitler. So we can do anything to stop him. That's why the video won't change minds. It feels good that at least we're not being totally gaslit. We're not having to pull our hair out. The libs are admitting, we're right. The conservatives, rather, are right. The prosecutions of Trump were a total perversion of justice, but it doesn't matter because we're beyond the law. We're beyond the Constitution. When you face an existential, this is a salient political point, when you face an existential threat to the entire polity, the rules can be broken in order to save the rules, because the rules are for the body politic, not the other way around. Our country is not for the Constitution. The Constitution is for the flourishing of our country. So, okay, Trump is literally Hitler. January 6th was the worst day in the history of the world. Trump constitutes an existential threat to the Republic, as Joe Biden said, launched his presidential campaign on that. They're still saying it, many of them, even after President Trump was nearly assassinated. So, okay, yeah, you caught the DOJ spokesman admitting it's all bogus, but doesn't matter. We're going to do it anyway. We've got to stop Hitler.